Hey guys, Bushcraft412 here. I want to talk today about why it's so important to purchase good ammunition for your firearm, particularly your handguns. Handguns, for some reason, just seem to be a little more finicky about ammunition than rifles, and I think a lot of it is today's technology. We push handguns a lot further to their limits than we do with rifles, and ammunition sometimes can be quite a big difference. Now, what I have here are two 40 Smith & Wesson rounds, and the reason why I'm making this video is because I've been having a little bit of problems with my Smith & Wesson SD40VE. Started having some jam ups. It went flawlessly the first couple of hundred rounds, and all of a sudden this thing started jamming up, and so I cleaned the thing like crazy, and it's still doing it, and I assumed, because I was using brass case ammo, that it wasn't an ammunition problem, but boy was I wrong. I'm going to show you some proof that it is just ammunition. Now, when you go online, guys, when you get a new gun, it's very easy to blame a gun when you have any kind of a problem, to say, oh, the gun's a piece of shit, it's not my fault, it's not me, limp-wristing it, it's not cheap ammo, it's the gun. And you see it a lot, and you see it particularly on forums and YouTube, where people just automatically blame the firearm. And this is kind of a cautionary tale as to why not to always assume it's your firearm, because there could be other external things that you're just not seeing that are causing the problems with this gun. And it really takes a fine eye for detail to notice that, some things just don't add up. Now, these are two brass-cased 40 Smith & Wesson rounds, and you notice a slight difference between them if you look really close. This one on the left here has a crimp on the end, and the bullet is a little bit crimped as well, as you can see. This one on the right has no crimp, and the bullet has no crimping at all. So we're going to try and fix it. Sorry guys, this doesn't zoom well when I bring stuff to the camera, so I want to try and show you the best you can from a little better angle. Hopefully you can see that a little better. From that angle, there's a little bit of a crimping on there. And it's very subtle. It's something you wouldn't really notice. I mean, it's very, very subtle on the edge. And now, part of the reason why this went undiscovered by me is because of the ammo shortage. I have to kind of take what I can get, and this is one of the results, is I've been shooting crummy ammo through it, and I didn't really realize it, because once I put good ammo through it, it was back to firing good again. So here's the lesson, and why it's always important to look really hard at your ammunition before you declare your gun's a piece of crap. Here's the barrel out of my Smith & Wesson. And I know if you go online and you read about this gun, a lot of people complain and say, oh, the feed ramps have got to be polished, and it's a piece of shit, and I had to send it back. And you read a lot of negative stuff, but I'm going to show you right here. A lot of those complaints are not legitimate. They are ammo. So we're going to take a bullet here that's not crimped, and we're going to put that in there. Give it a little tap. We're going to do it again. You can see that time it stuck in there pretty hard, and I did not jam that in there very hard. As you can see, this is really in there, and I'm really not jamming it in. I mean, it's, at that time I just let it drop, and it took a big effort to get that out. Now let's go to this crimped ammo. Put that in, give it a real good tap. Slides right out. We'll drop it in. Slides right out. We're going to put that in there. Give it a couple real good taps. Try and jam that in there. Nope. Will not jam in there. Go back to the other one. Give it a little tap. It sticks in there. Pretty hard. That, my friends, is the cause of the failure in my gun. Now, what's going on, I'm assuming, is that the cheap ammo is getting stuck in the barrel like that. It's not doing it every time. As you can see, first time I put it in, it fell right out. It's only doing it certain times. So what I'm guessing is that the bullet might be out of spec just a hair, or maybe out of round, not perfectly round, just something where it's catching up on the barrel sometimes. It's, you know, not even a feed ramp issue. It's what's happening is as you're firing the gun, I think the bullet's getting kind of caught in the chamber, and then it's taking so much energy to extract it that it's not giving enough energy for the bullet to load a new one correctly. And that's kind of my analysis. And, you know, I'll show you one more time just for shits and gigs, you know. Gonna put it in, give it a little tap. And, you know, it actually took an effort to get it out. The good one just slides right out. You know, even if you try and jam it in there hard, it just slides right out. No wiggling or nothing. So what is the difference between these two ammos? Let's take a look. Mystery bullet number 1 is PMC bronze. And that is the uncrimped bullet that's getting stuck in the chamber. And this is the ammo that I've had pretty much all of my failures with on this weapon. There's actually, I believe, some blazers that failed as well, but these PMCs are getting stuck in the barrel. And I checked the blazers were doing the same thing, sticking in the barrel like that. What's going on here? Right there's your answer. Made in Korea. So my guess is either quality control is shit, or option number 2 is that, like I said, it's out of spec. They are, you know, doing something, maybe a coating, maybe the brass isn't up to par, the bullet's not up to par. I don't know. But it's causing a failure. The good bullet. Winchester white box. And what's it say on the bottom? Made in the USA. So, there's your precautionary tale. Right there. About cheap ammo. Now, in reality, I paid $40 for the Winchester. It was like $42, which is basically like $21 a box. This was $19.50. The price was pretty much the same. I mean, you're talking about $1 difference. And the quality difference between this Winchester and the PMC is obviously pretty extraordinary. And if I go through this box, and I have off camera, you know, I'm not going to have you guys sit there and watch, but a good portion of these PMC bronze get stuck in the barrel like that. And they shouldn't be, because that's taking up energy from the gun's cycling, and it takes away, and that's why it's jamming up. So that's it. There's your precautionary tale, guys. When you are having ammo, or when you are having gun problems, don't always blame the gun. Sometimes it's the ammo, and sometimes it's little tiny minute differences in the bullets that if you don't look with a very, very close eye, you won't notice. And that's why before you go and you trash a firearm, or you trash something like that, take a look at this stuff. Try different ammos, and try cleaning and different cleaning products and things like that, and see if it affects it. But just had to share, guys, because I thought it was really interesting just how big a difference between these two ammos.